The next category is documentary short subject. So we have 5 nominees. This year I did watch all the shorts. So I know actually what the hell's going on this time. The nominees for this category are Audible, Lead Me Home, The Queen of Basketball, 3 Songs for Benazir, and When We Were Bullies. So this one also has a few that I thought could win. And these categories, when it comes to these shorts, these are the most difficult to predict. Even the experts have problems predicting the wins for these. There's quite a few that I think could win only because of, it may have some message or whatever. And then there's one that I liked that I don't know if the rest of the Academy will like and that they will vote for it to win. And this short documentary called When We Were Bullies. That's the one that I think should win, but I think they may give it to one that's called The Queen of Basketball. I think that's the one that I'm going to pick, but that one could win, or they may give it to this short subject called Lead Me Home, which talks about homelessness in 3 major cities in the US, which is Seattle, San Francisco, and LA. And that also may give it a bit of a push for actually winning. And then Audible is about high school football players who are deaf, and they go to like their last or they go to a streak when they were winning, and then at one point they lost, and they're trying to figure out like how to deal with that. The other two, or the other one that I mentioned, 3 Songs for Benazir, that one kind of, I didn't really know what was going on with that. It's set in Afghanistan. They follow this guy. He keeps singing to his wife, and then he ends up in some kind of rehab program, and I didn't really get what was going on in that, so I don't think that one will win. And The Queen of Basketball is this lady who's already married with kids and grandkids, and I guess she was like on top of the world when it comes to women basketball, and that was before the women's NBA, and I think they might give this movie the Oscar just to kind of like celebrate this lady, so maybe that one will win. Any thoughts on any of these?
I didn't get a chance to see any of these ones, but no.
I think Queen of Basketball might win because it's the most relevant movie. They keep trying to push the WNBA, to make it as popular because they deserve the same respect that the NBA has.
The next category is live action short film. The nominees are Alakachu, Take and Run, The Dress, The Long Goodbye, On My Mind, and Please Hold. Okay, so like I said, I did watch all the shorts this year, every single one of them, and the one that I liked the best is Please Hold. It's about this guy who gets arrested and then put in prison, but he is being detained and held by a bunch of what are they called again? Drones.
I said droids.
I always want to say droids.
I know, me
Battle
too.
droids.
Where are those droids, guys?
Yeah, and then just like all these computer systems, and like he can't really interact with any person. It's just like, it's fucking T2 going on here, but they're handling the prison systems too and businesses and the way it's coming, the way it's going to happen now. That one was the most entertaining. I don't think it's going to win. I think they're going to give it to, I'll say Take and Run. There's some other titles here that the Academy may like. There's this short film called The Long Goodbye that the actor Riz Ahmed produced and stars in it. Talks about racism in the UK, and I didn't really care too much about that story. I just didn't find it to be interesting. It's kind of like one of those stories that we've seen or heard about, and they kind of had this kind of story before when these shorts, so they may or may not give it to this, but I didn't find it to be that really compelling or interesting compared to the other ones. And the other ones that on my mind about the man who wanted to sing a karaoke to his dying wife, like it was okay, I suppose, but that one felt kind of long. even though I don't think it was really that long. But the next category is Best Animated Short Film, and the nominees are Affairs of the Art, which I hated, Bestia, which was definitely an eye-opener, Box Ballet, it was alright, it was interesting, Robin is probably the one that I think will win, and The Windshield Wiper, which I don't even know what the fuck was going on. It's some kind of a love thing, animated, nudity, a bunch of shit going on there. Robin's on Netflix. It's like half an hour long. It's about this bird who is raised by rats, and he is trained to do rat things, and he's trying to be a rat, but also needs to embrace his inner bird. It's animated. It's an interesting, has a message and whatnot. Okay, so I was just informed that it's a female bird who's struggling this story here. So yeah, I think it's the one that's going to win. Box Ballet is about this boxer and this ballet chick in Russia, and they just have like a little story. I don't think there's any dialogue. I mean, I kind of liked it, but I don't think it'll win. It's probably the second one. And the Bestia one, that one's a little disturbing, and you may want to look that up if you want to see what's going on there, but it's kind of disturbing. It's set in Chile, and the animation is a little different. It's cool looking, but it's definitely disturbing. Affairs of the Art, I didn't like that story. The animation is kind of like sketchy, like actual sketches, that type of animation. That's what I mean. And I just didn't care for the story, and it seemed kind of long, and I don't even think it was that long. I think it was like 10 minutes maybe. So that one was the weakest one for me. But Robin is the one that I think will win.